She found her man at a rooftop party with his fiancée. Welcome to Pen and Perspective, where the story always knows more than it's telling. Every word is intentional, every silence holds a truth. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The Natural Wine of It All. Sid hated rooftop parties, faux glamorous nonsense with mini tacos and overpriced natural wine that tasted like compost. Still, she was here, heels clacking on concrete and smile pasted on, because her best friend Ray had just launched her podcast, Black Girl Blur, and they were celebrating. Maybe she didn't love the scene, but she loved Ray like an old French movie, dramatic, heartfelt, and never with a simple plot. Okay, but tell me I'm not wearing the hell out of this two-piece, Ray said, twirling in a neon yellow ensemble that looked custom, but was absolutely thrifted and hacked by Ray herself. You're eating, babe, Sid replied, adjusting her off-shoulder jumpsuit in the reflection of a glass pitcher of basil water. But what's the vibe here? It's giving tech bros who went to Howard. Ray cackled. You ain't wrong. Yo, is that Kendrell from Twitter? Chilly, his retweets are dusty, but I'd go half on a mortgage. Sid laughed, letting the uptightness slip a little. That's when her phone pinged. It was a familiar face, too familiar. A photo forwarded from her line sister Mika with the caption, "Girl, isn't this your man?" The man in question, Davian, charming, falsely humble, always taking a break from socials, grinned at the camera, hand possessively on the waist of a stunning woman in a white jumpsuit and gold head wrap. The caption, "Love looks good on us, another black love story, yeah, my fiancé." Sid blinked once, twice. The photo was time-stamped, 9 minutes ago, location tagged, this exact rooftop. She turned, slow like a horror movie. And there he was, Davian, laughing beside the woman, exactly 3 cheese cubes and a hibiscus mocktail away. Ray, she said, voice tight as box braids the day after, I need you to do something very delusional with me. Chapter 2. Enter the fiancé. Ray's eyes lit up, delightful chaos, her favorite spice. Bet, she said. Gimme the play. Sid exhaled. I'm gonna go talk to her. Which her? The woman wearing my man's commitment as an accessory. Ray smacked her thigh. Yes, energy. The house of confrontation is open. Sid stalked over, her walk composed, but infused with enough bounce to keep onlookers unsure if she was about to network or knock heads. Davian, she said sweetly as he turned, shock flaring in his eyes like someone caught stick-forking someone else's cake. Sid, I didn't know you were coming with Ray. I came with honesty, she said, something you apparently left in 2022. The woman beside him blinked, uncertain but poised. Sid turned to her. Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm Sydney. I've been seeing Davion for the past 6 months. The woman didn't speak. She tilted her head. Then, calmly, that's crazy because I'm Kiva and I just moved in with Davion last month, into his brownstone, with walls I painted and curtains he told me his mama helped him pick. There was a full 5-second silence. Ray emerged beside Sid, holding 2 glasses like MC and bodyguard. Behind them, the room perked up, conversations quieting. This was the black Twitter of in-person drama. Real-time reactions, subtle gasps. Someone already live tweeting. Excuse me, move, thank you. The curls in front of me? Yes, you, someone muttered. Davian looked like he wanted to vanish into thin Brooklyn smogged air. Okay, let's not do. This here. Oh, but here is so convenient, Kiva shot back. You posted the love of us, right here. Well, Ray said, taking a sip of wine. This escalated faster than a shade room comment section. Honestly, Kiva said, nodding at Sid. You want to get noodles and talk? Thought you'd never ask. Davian's mouth opened, then shut. He was officially cropped out of his own engagement photo. Chapter 3. The Noodle Summit. A half hour later, still naturally lit and vibing with chaos, Sid and Kava sat on a velvet couch in a late-night spot that smelled like ginger, lemongrass, and the disappointment of too many canceled Hinge dates. Kiva took a bite of her pho, eyebrow raised. So, she said, did he claim he was divorced or just conveniently single? Girl, I thought he was a minimalist, the way he shed every mention of past attachments. They both laughed, tight and bitter at first, and then freer, like unclenching a psychic muscle. Sid studied her. Kiva was stunning, but it wasn't that. It was her softness, her calm, her sense of self. To be honest, Sid confessed, twirling a noodle, I was making excuses way before this. Thought maybe he wasn't posting me out of privacy. But let's be real. He curated his life like it was a Spotify playlist. Just vibes, no substance. Kiva slurped loudly in agreement. I used to think love was supposed to be tidy, linear. Now it's starting to feel more like jazz. Sid grinned. Messy, unpredictable, occasionally unlistenable? Exactly. But when it hits, whew. They fell into a comfortable silence, phones buzzing beside them like needy toddlers. And, Kava said carefully, say what you want about tonight, but watching you walk up to me like a villain in Louboutins, I'll remember that forever. Sid preened. A villain with excellent credit and a therapy copay, thank you. The waitress dropped off the check with a knowing smile. Did y'all come here straight from a breakup? I ask because that's a very specific noodle order. They both burst into laughter. Outside, the night hummed with possibility. Chapter 4. Too many follow requests. The TikTok went viral by morning. Title: When the man you're dating gets engaged on the roof above you. Dateline but make it black. Edited by Ray, naturally, with jump cuts, sound effects, and voiceover dramatics. The escalation scene, as people began calling it, now had 4.2 million views. Sid woke to 237 new followers, 3 podcast invitations, and a DM from someone named Zay with the Good Locks, who wrote, Saw the clip. You handled it like Michelle Obama with a baseball bat. She was still in her bonnet sipping oat milk latte from her Do Not Disturb Unless Idris Elba mug when Kiva FaceTimed her, holding up a lavender candle. Self-care check-in, she said, also thinking about starting a post-confrontation podcast. Women who don't lose their minds, just men. You in? Sid grinned so hard it hurt, only if the theme music slaps. And the first episode is called Don't Date Men Who Say They're Sapiosexual. Oh, facts, Kiva said. That man gave Diet Deep. They laughed and planned and mentally cleared weddings from their summer calendars. The truth was, neither of them had wanted to fight for Davian. But in the middle of his mess, they'd stumbled into something better. Freedom, clarity, and maybe the beginning of a friendship stronger than any relationship born out of a filtered story post. As for Davian, he quietly deleted his Instagram, not before Ray screenshot everything, obviously. The story's lesson? Sometimes your heartbreak goes viral, and that's when your healing starts trending too. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks, fam. Be sure to like, comment, and share this story. I want to know, have you ever been in a situation like this? What would you have done if you were in Sydney's shoes? You've been listening to Pen and Perspective. If it sat in your spirit, let it linger. If it stirred something in you, don't ignore it. I'm Miana DK, and this story, it was always meant for you.